Ladies and gentlemen, the DHIL mains are not going to want to hear this new information from Gacha Smack, but y'all know me, I'm gonna keep it 100 every single time. I have both. I've played with both extensively. I've heard the terrible argument of them saying because I don't have DHIL signature light cone, that's why the damage is such a difference. We'll get into that. I'm just gonna keep it a stack, man. Jingliu is the best DPS in the game as of now. It can change, and we'll get into that too. But as of now, it's not even close. I'm serious. Guys, I hit 700,000 damage in a single swing. We will show the footage, don't you worry. This girl is a monster. She is putting Esdith from Akame got killed to shame. She is taking Hitsugaya's Shinigami captain spot in Bleach, 100%. Now I'm serious, guys. She's really strong. There's a couple of talking points I want to go over before we get into the footage. One, she's better than DHIL because right now he does need some skill point type of supportive unit to appear, which hasn't appeared yet. And that's why I said for now, because he can very well reclaim his spot at the top of the throne once that addition comes, or if that addition comes. You know what I'm saying? The thing is, first of all, let's start with her technique. Her technique freezes them upon entering battles should you have a good adequate amount of effect hit rate in there, which honestly, if you're sitting around 30% with a Pella on the team, that's 40% effect hit rate, you're gonna have a very high chance of just freezing everybody. It's not guaranteed, but you will. But the thing that's so broken about this technique, apart from it giving her a stack and enabling her to enter her spectral stance a little bit quicker, it's the same type of mechanic as Welt. You know how Welt can imprison every single cycle that comes through, so long as you have the proper effect hit rate? Each cycle that comes through, oh, they're imprisoned to start off with, essentially just delaying the enemy from doing anything, which allows you to set up your combos and the structure of your team rotation so smooth. Jingliu does the same thing. She can freeze every single wave, given you have enough effect hit rate, and that is absurdly broken, especially for hyper buff compositions that don't have a healer. The cool thing about this is it's so much easier to zero cycle with her because she just doesn't let the enemy move. They're all frozen. So you don't take as much damage, which means you can run 3 freaking Tingyun Branya Pella, which I didn't even know. I didn't even think about this because I didn't know she could do this. But you can run Tingyun Branya Pella with her and get away with him so much easier than any other unit in the game because they're frozen. They can't go. They get delayed. So you go into that next cycle so much easier. That's one reason. The second reason, she's just strong as hell. Again, gross. E0S1, 700,000 damage, and this was without the trotter. We're gonna show all this. We got the receipts. Y'all know me. I gotta have them receipts. I love showing full context. But this shit is insane. Now, getting into the people who are trying to make the argument, it's because I don't have DHIL signature light cone, but I do have hers. There's one big difference between me and you. And this is no disrespect. This is just, I'm just being factual. Most of y'all don't know the formulas in this game. Most of y'all don't even know how to calculate things. I do. So even though I don't have DHIL signature light cone, I can just calculate it on paper and say, oh, that's what those numbers are looking like. And then I'll have my answer. And let me tell you, she's still stronger than him. She's still stronger than him, even with a signature light cone. The difference is with the two is once you get his E2, he just goes to the moon. But ain't nobody spending no damn E2 money. It's not worth it. Game's not that hard. But what I'm trying to say is she's the better budget option because if you just get her signature light cone and compare her to him, she's stronger. And I said this before she released. So look, there's no dick riding here. All right. I love just being objective about things if I pretty much can. It's not just DHIL, right? Because he was the strongest. She's stronger than every other goddamn DPS. Jingliu shitting on him. All right. Seala's shitting on her. Nobody comes. I'm telling you, once you see this footage, let's just get into it because it'll make so much more sense after this. Come on. Off rip, I just want y'all to know. Her technique is the way you wish every other technique worked in the game. She doesn't even have to be on the field to activate it. That's cracked already in and of itself. And then furthermore, it has the Welt effect where it carries on to every single cycle. You'll see that right here. So the beautiful thing about this, and like I told y'all, Pella's God tier with her, is you can do everybody's stuff and then switch over to Pella and open up with a defensive shred. That's huge. Absolutely massive. Okay. So there's some important things I'm going to talk about here. One of the first things I want you to pay attention to is we hostage Tingyun's ult. So we don't even use Tingyun's ult. We open up with Pella's E to get her ult up immediately. We are running the energy recharge Pella build. So we just did, actually, I forgot about that. We did an auto attack, still got her ult up. That's how cracked her freaking energy recharge is. Dear Lord. We'll show the builds too. We'll show all the investment. Don't worry. So Pella's ult is now up. We're going to defensive shred them on top of the defense shred she already did with her technique. So they've got a lot of defense. You see those two defenses up there? That's Pella. That's all Pella. Now, finally, this is the crazy thing. We don't even use Branya. That's an auto attack putting us into the spectral state. This is the crazy thing, guys. I did use, you notice, I didn't use Branya's skill. I didn't use Branya ult. I didn't use Ting Yun ult. Nobody's stuff got used except Pella. That's 140k. Oh, mind you, the Trotter and the two fishes, none of them were dead, which means none of their debuffs were even applied to her. She just did 140k with no, basically 90% buffs weren't even up. So now one fish died. Trotter and the other fish still alive. Another 145,000. No other DPS in the game is dealing this kind of damage. It's absurd. But this isn't the crazy part. Wait till we get to the second cycle where I actually give all the buffs to her. So we finally buff her up with Ting Yun. Dance, dance, dance activates. We take a little damage on the head, which is fine. We're just going to re-up the benediction buff on her, which is also another huge thing with her. She's so skill point friendly, you can just re-up the benediction buff. No problem, because she's so skill point friendly. And we're setting up the skill points even more with the way we're doing things here. Now, I do want you guys to understand, if you pay attention, my Jingliu is going twice in the same cycle. I have on an attack percent boot. That's because we're sitting at 112 speed. Our Ting Yun has the speed set on, giving her another, I think it's 12% speed boost, plus dance, 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 plus the benediction 20% speed boost with her E1. So she gets all this speed without even having on an attack, a speed boot. Huge. Finally, we try to get Pella's ult back up. And then we go in for the kill before the cycle ends. Pella's ult is up. Jingliu's ult is up. This is the crazy part, guys. Now we're going to get all buffs put on her. Just watch this stuff. And I'm not going to lie to you. I could do this 0 cycle 9 times out of 10. It's that easy. It really is. Because they're frozen. Look at them. Brother is starring in Frozen 3. Sister is starring in Frozen 3. So right here, the goal is pretty easy. We're just going to focus on getting all the buffs given to her so she can literally one-tap them. The craziest thing about all this part, guys, I didn't even kill the Trotter first. So the damage you're about to see can go much higher because the Trotter can give it 30% multiplicative damage bonus on top of this. So Branya skill, Branya ult. She does have her light cone. I will show all the buffs. Then Ting Yun's ult is still up too from the last time we ulted, and their defense was shredded by Pella. Here's all the damage bonuses she has. Absolute insanity. And the only reason we're able to pull this off so smoothly is because she had them frozen the minute we went into the battle. Watch this shit, guys. Watch this damage. $412,000. 412,000 damage. Nope, it's not done yet, guys. Now the Trotter buff's been applied to them. 243,000 damage. We're looking at pretty much 700k there. Almost. You will not do a better 0 cycle with any other character in such an effortless manner. It is absurdity. Let's go ahead and look at the builds. And honest truth to God, I would never try to manipulate the builds and switch things out. I'm gonna show you exactly what we had on. Give me a second. All right, should still be the same team. I went straight to work after I did this, so yeah, same exact team. All right, so let's look at my Jingliu. She's at, oh, get your fat head ass out the way, big fella. Come on, man. All right, here we go. She's sitting at 40. I hope her idle animation doesn't keep interrupting me. She's sitting, I'm gonna have to speak fast. She's sitting at 40 over 235.6 with pretty much 3,000 attack, 112 speed. We are at E0. We do have her signature light cone. And then we're sitting at 888 across the board. So that's the other crazy thing, guys. All that damage you saw, that's with 8, 8, and 8. All right, so once we get her to 10, 10, 10, it'll be even more absurd. Relic pieces, I do got a banger ice set going on here. We got 8.7 over 17.4, 8.7 over 11.6. We got effect hit rate built in on some pieces as well. Here's our crit damage body. I would have liked to have had attack percent in there, but it is what it is. Break effects useless on ice characters. And then finally, we're rocking an attack boot because we don't need to rock a speed boot when we can still go twice with our Dance Ting Yun, which we'll show the build off for that as well. We just got this piece on stream the other day. Banger piece, looking real juicy. And then finally, we have, an attack percent rope. You do not need energy recharge if you know what you're doing. I will say if it takes you longer cycles to clear, you can go for energy recharge. So that's my Jingliu. Our Pella's rocking the free. Man, I really hate that the new players don't have access to this. This is a completely free light call new players, and these dipshits, for whatever reason, kept it a limited time available. Hopefully it comes back around. Anyways, Pella's rocking that. We got 10, 7, 9. She's missing a ridiculous amount of investment. Pella's sitting at 34.8 over 112 at 145 speed. It is important for her to go before Branya goes. I can't, it's not coming to my head why, but definitely go before Branya goes. She's rocking this, giving an 8% buffed over to Jingliu. Ideally, you want to give the crit damage one from the broken kill, but I didn't have a good set to put on her, so we went for this versus getting nothing. She's at E6. Ting Yun, we just got her E6 recently. We're running the full speed set. This is why our Jingliu can comfortably rock an attack percent boot, 12% speed every time Ting Yun ults. We have broken kill on her, but I don't even, it's actually not even activated, unfortunately. So we're missing 10% crit damage there. She's sitting at 9, 10, and 10, so we can get even more beefier buffs given to Jingliu if we go ahead and crown her, but I'm too cheap. And then we have an S2 Dance. I think you probably need an S1 if you can get an extra like 4 speed on Jingliu. If you don't have 116-ish speed, you probably need an S2 Dance. Maybe. I'm not sure. I don't feel like calculating it. I'm pretty lazy at times. And then finally, we're at 152 speed, 2281 attack. And then we have our Branya. Branya's rocking an S2, but the battle isn't over. You do not need an S2, not even a little. You just need one copy. S2, the diminishing returns on it is so severe. You get an extra 5% damage bonus, an extra 2% energy recharge. I just one of them people that got lucky with this. But that's my Branya. She's sitting at 8, 8, and 8. Again, can get stronger buffs given to Jingliu. Relic pieces are just scattered. Another 10% crit damage broken kill set can be applied here, making Jingliu even stronger. And she's at E0. That is the full investment. That is God's honest truth. Strike me down from Lion. Guys, whether you want to admit it to yourself or not, make up whatever copium excuse you want to make up if you're a DHIL main. Listen, when he gets stronger, I'm going to be the first to tell you, oh, DHIL stronger again. Until then, facts are facts, man. Nobody's doing 700,000 damage so goddamn effortlessly in this game like Jingliu is. And the buff for this MOC is just a 30% vulnerability, which she wasn't getting a lot of the time. So you can't even like blame it on the format. The only argument you can make here is ice weakness, which is a strong argument, but she's doing so much damage that she's just like DHIL. Even if they're not weak against ice, she's still just slaughtering people. Anyways, those are my thoughts. Be sure to let me know yours down below. Yes, I know, crazy damage, crazy zero cycling efforts, minimal skill. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys on the flip side.